If you knew what was in it, you probably wouldn't eat it. Thank you for joining. This is Sergeant Fit, your host, and welcome to another Review Wednesday. Hope you guys had a good week, a good weekend. I had a great weekend last weekend. I don't know if you guys know I have a little hobby project of mine. I take my Mustang to car shows. This was a car show that was sponsored by one of the local police departments, and it was a great show. Had a lot of great cars there, and I actually won 2 trophies. I won top 10 for modified class and took best of show in the new gen category, new generation. I have a 6th generation Mustang. This is the first time that I won a best of show trophy. So I had a good weekend, okay? If you guys don't have a hobby, you need to get one. It really makes life a lot of fun, okay? If you're sitting around getting bored, that's usually when you start eating. Be busy, get yourself a hobby. Okay, we have a product here that I mentioned in one of my food hauls, and it deals with a product that I'd grown up with as a young boy, and that is Scrapple. Now, for you guys that don't know the history of Scrapple, it has a very interesting history. So the Pennsylvania Dutch invented Scrapple. It's also known by the Pennsylvania Dutch name panhaas, which means literally pan rabbit.
We're gonna have roast rabbit. We're gonna have roast rabbit.
We're gonna have roast rabbit. We're gonna have roast. Ooh.
I don't know what it has to do with rabbit because there is no rabbit in this stuff. So basically what it is, it's once they slaughter a pig, everything that's left over that we would consider scraps or maybe garbage, they make into a food product. So they take all these pieces, and I mean everything that's left over, and then they mix it up with cornmeal and wheat flour, usually buckwheat flour, I believe is what they use. And then they put all kinds of spices in it. So once they put this all together, they form it into a loaf, and then they slice it up, and then they pan fry it. It's usually a side dish to your eggs, kind of like instead of having bacon on the side, you have these loaf-formed pig scraps as a side. Now, when I was growing up, the first time I ever had it, it was terrible. I didn't like it. But it kind of grew on me. And once I discovered you can put ketchup on it, or catsup, depending on which container you buy, it actually tastes pretty good. Now, when I moved away from where I grew up, which is Philadelphia, you couldn't find Scrapple. Scrapple is a very local food item. So, most of my military career, I didn't have any Scrapple because I just wasn't around where you can buy it. And now, since I'm a pescatarian, I don't eat Scrapple because obviously it's pig parts, and I don't eat pig.
Pigs are filthy animals. I don't eat filthy animals.
But one day, I was in Whole Foods a couple weeks ago, and you saw it on my food haul. I discovered that there's actually a vegan version of Scrapple, and it piqued my interest, so I wanted to give it a try. So here it is. This is made by a company called Russian Pepper USA. It is a local company in Pennsylvania, and this is Pennsylvania style vegan Scrapple right there. So this stuff here is gluten-free, soy-free. And this is the ingredients. It's got water, Phillips gourmet shiitake mushrooms, white polenta, garlic, onion, organic whole grain buckwheat flour, traditional spices and herbs, which they don't tell you what they are. I guess you'd have to research what the traditional spices would be. herbs and salt. So this is artisan produced in Chester County, Pennsylvania. Isn't it amazing how they attach that word artisan to a lot of different things now? So I guess there's artists doing this stuff. Okay, so it says here preheat your pan to medium high with high heat rated oil. It says to cut in 1/4 inch slices. Pan fry 5 minutes per side or until crispy. And let's see, there's 4 servings in this container. 4 servings. And each serving is 4 ounces or 113 grams. There's 111 calories. And then all these little figures here get really small. So I need additional aid right here. Okay. Right there. Okay. I know some of you guys were expecting the double spectacles. Wow, look at that. There's no saturated fat. There's no trans fats. Total fat, there's 600 milligrams of fat, which is less than 1% of what's in here. The carbs are 23. Fiber is 3. There's 4 grams of protein. That's the macros. That's the oh, we don't need these anymore. Let's remove them. That's the macros. That's the ingredients. This is what it looks like. And it does look like real scrapple right there. Okay, very similar. So here is what this vegan scrapple looks like. And right here, I'm going to put the real deal right here so you guys can compare and see what it looks like. There we go. So now what we're going to do is we are going to go off and we are going to cook it and then taste test it. Let's go to the kitchen. All right, so here we are. We're in the kitchen and we're going to do this very traditional style here. So we're using a cast iron frying pan. That's how my parents cooked scrapple, and in honor of my mother, this is her original frying pan. She bought it in 1952. This is mine. Can you see this over here? This is my pan, which is a newer one, but this is the original one right here. I've sliced 2 slices here because we're going to try one with ketchup and one plain, so we can get a good judge on how this stuff is. And why are you laughing? Is there something going on that I don't know about? Seriously, why are you laughing? Tell me. All right, I'm going to be checking this video, and there's something stupid in it. I'm going to be so mad. So it says you use oil that handles heat. We're using grapeseed oil, which doesn't add to the flavor like olive oil would. So it's a neutral flavor and it handles the heat. So we're getting ready to put these critters in here. Here we are. You're not catching my shoes, are you?
What are those?
So we're getting ready to put these in. Ooh, can you hear that? There they go. So, can you get a shot in here? This is what they look like. Now this is a little bit smaller than traditional scrapple. I'm a little disappointed in the size. But we're supposed to brown it on both sides. And it's also, I noticed, it's firmer than regular scrapple, because sometimes scrapple will fall apart before you even get it in there, and once it sets in the heat, then it kind of holds its shape. Of course, this could be a false memory, because I haven't had scrapple in like 1,000 years. All right, so we're gonna let this cook on one side. All right, so look down in there. So we're ready to flip it. Okay, there we go. Brown on that side. Now we have to brown it on the other side. And I'll tell you something I noticed. There's really no smell. When you cook scrapple, whenever you cook pork, there is a meat aroma plus the spices. I don't smell anything on here. Except just, the smell that the pan gives off. So we're going to cook this for 5 minutes on this side, and then we're going to put it on a plate and go next door, and then we're going to taste it. Okay? So, see you when we get next door.
12 seconds later.
Okay, and we're back. Everything's all cooked up, brown, just like the instruction says. And this is what it looks like. Show you right there. Don't want it to fall off the plate. So, does it look like real scrapple? Not really. Looks like fried oatmeal, actually. That's what it looks like. Real scrapple definitely looks different than this. Okay, as you get your nose right into it, now actually you can smell the spices, but it doesn't smell like real scrapple, so it doesn't have the smell. So we have 2 slices here that we're going to try. And by the way, in case you were wondering, that was the voice behind the camera holding the camera while I was cooking, and I don't know what her problem was, but she had the uncontrollable laughs and giggles. But it was nice to see her behind the camera again, although she didn't want to talk. So we're going to have one plain and then one with ketchup, because I mentioned that when I grew up we ate it with ketchup. But I'm going to give a little shout out here to Sir Kensington's ketchup right there. I don't know if you guys ever tried this stuff, but this stuff to me is the best ketchup on the market. First of all, it's gluten-free. Not that tomatoes have gluten in it in the first place. I get a kick out of that. There's a lot of things I say is gluten-free that if you had half a brain, you'd know there wasn't gluten in it, but tomatoes are one of them. But this stuff here does not use corn sweeteners, and it's GMO free. And what's really cool about this stuff, the plastic is PPA free. And if you guys ever done any research on that chemical, it leaches into your food, and guys, it can really mess up your testosterone. So you don't want that stuff. So whenever you get plastic, try to make sure that it's PPA free. If not, use glass. Okay, so work on, oh, and this stuff here, this is the spicy. It's made with jalapenos, and you know I like my spice. There's the jalapeno picture right there. These guys also make an outstanding vegan mayonnaise too. So we're gonna put a little mess. Oops, put a little bit on one side right there, and the other's plain. So vegan scrapple going in for the taste test. As you cut it, it really doesn't have a scrapple texture to it. I mean, it's close, but it's not the same thing. So there it is right there. That's what it looks like. And let's see what it tastes like. Oh wow, I'll tell you, this is a rough one. First of all, it doesn't taste anything like scrapple, not even close. No, if you like scrapple, you're not going to like this stuff. But it's odd is, well, first, it doesn't have a scrapple texture in your mouth. It tastes like you're just eating mashed up seasoned cream of wheat. That's what it is. It has a cream of wheat texture, almost like grilled. I said earlier, grilled oatmeal, but it's actually it's cream of wheat. That's what I wanted to think of. So, or cream, yeah, cream of wheat. We'll stick with cream of wheat. Initially, when you put it in your mouth, it tastes just like grilled, spiced up cream of wheat. But then there's this weird aftertaste in the end. I mean, it's okay on the first couple chews, but then you get hit with this aftertaste, which is like tastes like stale cream of wheat. You know, when cream of wheat's been laying around for a lot of years, it was in the back cabinet and you forgot it was there and you try to eat it and it smells old and tastes old. That's that. That's what I'm getting right there. Let's put the ketchup on it and see if that's any better. So here it is with the ketchup going in for the taste test. All right, so right off the ketchup makes it taste better, but I think that's just because it's covering it up. And unfortunately, that aftertaste smacks you right in the taste buds once you get past the ketchup. So it doesn't go away. Now, I'm going to eat it all because, number one, I don't like wasting food. Somewhere in Pennsylvania, there's someone that does not have scrapple. So, in honor of that, I'm going to finish this off. All right. So, here's the deal. If you're a scrapple lover, you're going to hate this. If you're a vegan and you've never had scrapple, you really wouldn't be looking for this in the first place. So, this product would appeal to somebody who used to eat scrapple, like me, and then doesn't eat scrapple anymore. And if you're that type of person, you're not going to be happy with this stuff at all. Kind of thankful that it's a local food item because, guys, if you're watching this video, which I doubt you are, you probably don't want to go national with this. And it's not going to fly. No. And I'm never buying this stuff again. I will finish it only because I don't like wasting food. I don't like wasting money. And put ketchup on it. It covers it up enough to make it palatable. So I can at least finish the loaf off. That's a shame. I was really hoping this would be better. So let's give this a salute rating. So from 0 to 10, we are going to give this a 1 salute. And the only reason why I give it the 1, it's the novelty factor. Okay, it was pretty cool finding this. Oh my God, scrapple. And I was happy about it. But past that point, this is a product that really should not be on the planet. It serves no purpose. It's not like it's high in protein. The only purpose of this is to satisfy people that don't eat scrapple anymore and miss scrapple. And this is not going to help out that cause. Not at all. What it's missing is, it's missing the pork flavor. I think if they would have taken this and added like some sort of a vegan pork substitute, and there's plenty of them out there because they're in the sausages. You can buy vegan pulled pork products. I know they have some out made from jackfruit. That's really good. I think if they would have taken some sort of a pork substitute and put it in there, rather than just the wheat and the spices, it probably would have been better because it would have had some sort of a pork flavor. And that's the reason why people eat it for breakfast as, say, an alternative to bacon or some sort of a sausage. But this, no. I'm not into grilled cream of wheat, and that's all that is. But we're going to finish the last bite. Okay, so that's it. 1 salute. Sorry about that, guys. So that is the end of that taste. It was bad. Not bad enough to spit it out, but it was bad. And we're just going to leave it at that. Something we're not going to buy again. Something we're not going to recommend. And unless you're in the area that I live in, you're never going to see this. And thank your lucky stars, because you don't want to see this or taste it. So that's the end of this video. So you've got to the end. Thank you very much. Thank you for putting up with us again for another Review Wednesday. And although the voice behind the camera wasn't here talking to us, she was here behind the camera on some of this video. So it was a good day. Remember, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, share the videos, let everybody know about it. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next video that we put out. And as always, everybody, make sure you train insane, eat clean, make good choices, and always stay fit. Until next video, everybody, this is Sergeant Fit, and I'm out.
601. Why are you still here? It's over. Click on another video, you know you want to. Or subscribe. I'll see you later. 602. 603.